Hey guys, it's John here. If you don't know, I also do real estate photography alongside the vlogs that I do here on this channel. So today I want to show you guys one of the ways that I'm trying to expand the services that I give to my clients with the new DJI Avata.
Hello? Is there somebody there? Can you hear me?
Now I already have the Phantom 4 that I bought back in 2018, and it's great for steady shots and exterior shots, or trying to get some B-roll for hiking like you guys probably seen in my vlogs. And it's fantastic for those outdoor steady shots that you need, but it's not really good for trying to get those nice close-in shots, especially when you're trying to get the interior of property or trying to stay really close to someone, like riding a mountain bike down a hill or anything like that. But that's completely different with the DJI Avata. With its small frame, 7 inches by 7 inches by like 3.1 inches tall, you can fit this thing into most compact spaces. And what I plan on using the DJI Avata for is those cool one-shot interior real estate videos that you see all over YouTube and all over any sort of real estate listing. Not to mention, I can live out some of my War Thunder fantasies by doing crazy flips and tricks with it. So I got the Pro View combo that comes with the goggles too. Now that's different from the goggles version 2. So make sure if you're gonna buy this drone, you get the goggles too, because they're way smaller than the goggles version 2. And it comes with the motion controller. When I first started researching the DJI Avata, all the reviewers had the normal two-handed stick review, but apparently that is on back order. So everyone in the US was trying to charge scalping prices for it, like $375 for the two-handed remote. And I was like, I can just buy it straight from China, brand new, for $250, and I'll just wait the 4 weeks. But I wanted to get this review out to you guys, so the controller review is going to come in handy next when we try to do all the little flips and tricks and try to push the Avata to its limit. But for now, we just have the motion control. And when I picked this up, I also got one extra battery because they didn't have the Fly More combo, and that's like an extra $250. So I just bought the one extra battery. It's actually in the house. I forgot to bring it out for this shoot, but we're going to see what the battery looks like anyway in the B-roll shots. So let's get into the specs of the DJI Avata. So the total weight of this drone is 0.09 pounds, which means, unfortunately, yes, you're going to have to register it with the FAA to stay up to their regulation. And another thing that I liked about this drone that I didn't really see any viewers talking about is it has a 155-degree field of view, so you pretty much get almost everything in front of you, which I think is fantastic. The more you can show off, a real estate property. That's why in my real estate job I have a wide angle lens, because just the more that you can get of the property, the better it is in communicating what that property actually looks like to your clients. It also has downward obstacle avoidance, so it can tell when or to help it land. Unlike the Phantom 4 that has both forward and bottom sensors, this one only has the bottom sensors, which makes sense because it has prop guards. If you're going to bump into anything, the prop guards should help it not just like completely destroy itself like it would with the Phantom 4. If you ran the Phantom 4 into something, you're losing your propellers real quick, and you're gonna have to replace them. But since this has the prop guards, hopefully you're not destroying your propellers like you would with a traditional drone. And one thing that I like about all of DJI's products, and it's one of the main reasons that I chose to go with DJI on pretty much all of the drones that I've purchased, is because it has a lot of safety features. Like this drone, if you're getting into a sticky situation, it has an emergency brake where it will just sit there and hover. Like, it gives a little bit more of that built-in safety, especially for me, because I want to use this for real estate photography. If I'm going into someone's house and they have a lot of knickknacks everywhere and I'm trying to squeeze through a tight hole, I can just hit one button and be like, I'm not making it through there, and it will stop, and I can just redo the whole one shot. So yeah, these are the goggles 2, different from the goggles V2. This is the motion controller, so you control it with just your wrist, and then obviously that is the Avata itself. So let's hop into opening this up and see what it comes with. We got these, and look at how small these are. Like, let me see if I can act like I'm putting them on you. They kind of look big because I'm using a wide angle lens. The inside of it, this thing, look, like it fits in the palm of your hand. Like, what? This thing is just so tiny. It's crazy. Not even a pound. And then, of course, it comes with the guard for the lens, and like I said, it's only a 1 gimbal access lens, so you can only look down and up. Hey, how's it going, guys? Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you guys haven't already, please click that like and subscribe button. It looks like 74% of you aren't subscribed that view my content, so go ahead and click that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And now let's get back to the DJI Avata review. Alright, so it's the next day after getting everything charged and updated. We are going to attempt to practice with the motion controller. Let us hit the record button. Alright, so we're going to press the lock button twice to get it going. Let me press it one more time to take off. Or we hold it. Alright. And then let's... Oh man, this is already super fun. Let's take it down. Can turn. Try to accelerate. Oh wow, the turning is really nice. It's almost like you're in an actual plane. Let's see if we can't go up. We can see the freeway right there. This is us right here. Hi. That's pretty it's pretty wild. Let's gun it, take it, see how fast we can go just in normal mode and see how far we can go. Distance 113 meters, still 17 satellites. That's pretty good. Hopefully we don't run into anyone. One thing that I noticed is the headset sits on your nose a little tight, and I have kind of a hard time breathing. Let's ease up on the throttle here. And then which way should we go? Can turn. Let's try to go high-ish. Let's see what we can. Oh. This is a pretty cool little area. We're only 2 minutes in. We're at 70% battery. Let's go see what. Do these cool little dives. One thing that I wanted to see is how well I can maneuver under and around objects. Woo! That was a little close there. This seems pretty cool.
See how far we can take it behind us, following this this little trail. Pretty cool. Reminds me of like a Star Wars. So I think when we started we were at 80%, so we're at 64% now. Oh, there's people. So let's turn around. I don't want to like freak anyone out. Oh wow, this looks freaking cool. Let's see if we can dive in a bit. Oh, let's pull up. Let's try to hit a little gap. I don't know if that's really a gap. Whew! A little scary, to be honest. But let's try. And some of these. Woo! It's a little terrifying, to be honest. Let's come down. I don't want to completely destroy this, so I don't want to get as low. You can kind of see it in the bottom left. You can hear it coming up. Ooh, that was a little scary. Let's go back down. We're at 51%, so we're still, you know, pretty good. It's getting a little bit chilly. But honestly, even without the ND filter, this looks really cool. I'm going to try to go down as far as I can. We got 20 satellites right now, so I think we'll be good. Let's not freak these people out right here. They're going to be like, what the heck? – 47%. Let's go to 40, and then we'll head back. Let's go up a little bit. Let's see. We don't want to go too high though. What are we at? 3 meters. Still good. Ease up on it, but let's turn around. We're about to hit 43%. Wow, look at those mountains. Oh, I love this area. It's so beautiful. Well, let's gun it. See how. Oh, dude, those clouds look beautiful. These mountains are beautiful. Oh my gosh. Be right back, changing professions. I'm getting my pilot's license. Let's do some of these, going back and forth. I don't want to freak these people out. Let's do some tight flying. It's a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy. I don't want to have to go down there and get it. Use the force, Luke. Let's see, we still got some satellite. Oh, we can hear it coming up. Woo! We did it. I gotta insert Luke destroying the Death Star there. So we got about 30%. We got about 10 minutes of flight time. I definitely think we could get 15 if we really wanted to push it. Whoa! Woo! Oh, this is super intuitive. I actually like this. I don't know if I would actually use this motion controller in like doing real estate drone, because it feels like a little bit like, I don't know. I just wouldn't trust it. Oh, look at those birds! Birds! Come down here, birds. I want to play with you. I'm one of you, yes? No? Okay, you can go away. You do not have to play with mechanical bird drone. Birds aren't real anyway. You're just controlled by the government and I am not. Well, technically I am, because I had to register it with the FAA. But still, battery low, auto return to home, press lock. Okay, let's... Oh, hold on. Let's stop the return to home. Okay, so to stop the return to home, you just press the big button. The one that doesn't take you off. But we can come and bring this right back to us. It definitely puts you in like a slower mode. Oh no, I'm just not hitting it hard enough. Well, let's bring it back. So that's not bad. About a minute 30 of flight time. Probably up to that 15 if we really were trying to hit it. So let's see. Oh, we're getting a little bit of wind. But, oh, I probably could have taken it under, because I thought it was going to go all the way under the bridge, but it looks like... Oh, no. It definitely was not gonna do that. Awesome, and honestly, first flight with it, it's pretty intuitive, like most of the videos have said. Let's see if we can't get this thing in the shot. There I am. My God, you've gotten fat. Nah, I'm not fat, I'm just chunky. Oh yeah, the wind's definitely pushing it a little bit harder than you would normally like. So we can do an auto drop. You just press... Oh, don't show the camera anything while you're trying to... So you press this twice. Or we hold it. Make sure area is clear under it. It should be clear. Oh yeah, auto landing in progress. Yeah, it's low. Okay, there we go. You hold it once to get it to hover, and then you have to hold it down, and it sends it the rest of the way. Okay, we can just leave that on my head. Don't know if we should turn this off. It's landed, so I think it will be okay. We can just leave this here and make sure we don't hit the trigger for it. We just come over here, make sure the battery is turned off. You tap it once and then hold it until those buttons go all the way down. And the little light right here will indicate whether or not it's on or off. Yeah, while that's updating, I gotta say, this is pretty intuitive and kind of fun. It reminds me almost when the Wii first came out. And you'd be doing like Wii bowling. Don't try to do any Wii bowling tricks with this, because it's gonna probably mess up. Normal mode, aircraft powering. Firmware update successful. Just give that a little tap. Let's hit... Oh, 99%? Awesome. Let's hit our record. Recording goggle screen view failed, but aircraft recording is Gucci. as a police officer just drives by. All right, so kind of sketch, officer. Please don't. Let's get. Turn to home plane set. I got some people coming right here. Hi, how you doing?
You're still going right down.
Oh yeah, it can go pretty far. Let's go say hi to the copper. Watch the copper come all the way back and be like, "What's up?" Normally I don't have a problem with police officers. Usually they're pretty chill. See if we can hit this gap. Slow it down just a tiny bit. Stop! Ooh. A little sketchy. Sketch. Let's see if we can. Woo. Oh, that's cool. We get the road closed. Nah. Road open. The sun is perfect for being able to see the drone. Let's not fly into the officer. He's gonna be like, shoot it down, shoot it down. Let's give him a little wave. Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Slow it down. We'll try to. Can we hit the gap? Can we hit the gap? We hit the gap. Yes. Go. Let's do another couple. Ooh. Let's stay kind of low on this one because it's starting to get a little bit windy. I want to try to keep it as straight as possible. See how far we can go. Because ultimately, like I said, I wanted to use this for real estate photography. The people going by are probably like, what the fuck? He's living in the metaverse. Let's get a little bit high. We got 19. Satellites. Oh no, it's getting a little bit windy. Right, let's stop and let's turn around to get this amazing shot. Look at it. Freaking beautiful, beautiful. Oh. And batteries at 72%, at 40. Quick maths. That's a lot. See how far we can. Like that. It's just DEAUT4. Got a couple more people walking on it. Let's try to get this back. as soon as we can. Let's try to dive in here. Ooh. We'll come back up. Oh, we hit the tree, but it's okay. It's just a little branch. We're going quick enough. Oh, that was scary. Oh, there we are again in the bottom right. Let's ease up and start the turnaround. And we can punch it again. There's the freeway. Definitely not going to be flying over the freeway. That would be very, very bad and highly illegal. See how we can do some dives. Climb's fairly good. Try to do another dive around the police officer. Look at that sun. Sun's crazy. Let's see if we can fly this. We got 54% on the battery left. Let's see if we can't fly this down the middle of this. As long as there's no cars and we remain in the center divider, I think we will be good. And this is just in manual mode. This isn't even in, or not manual. Oh, we're losing signal. So let's go ahead and start turning it around. Yeah, we got a bunch of houses in between us. Oh, you guys see that butterfly? Or bird? Alright, we're coming back, don't worry. In the transition, I didn't see how far we went out, so I'm going to have to look in the editing to see how... Dude, I kind of want to ask this cop if I can, like if he would like drive and I can like fly this behind him. That'd be super cool. Hold on, we don't want to do it. So let's find a tree that's not on someone's property. I want to see how well this thing like orbits. I think we need to name the drone Gary. Yeah, I guess I will see you guys back at the studio for final reviews. And honestly, first impressions, it's super fun to fly. And actually, just a couple days after getting this all set up and that first flight that you saw, I ended up getting sick with COVID and I was out cold for like a week. But it ended up being a good thing because within that week, I actually got the controller 2 delivered. And just as I came out to record this portion of the video, I found out that DJI actually has these back in stock for $200. So I actually ended up paying more than I could have if I just waited, you know, 2 more weeks after I decided to purchase this. But you know what? It's fine. I'm not upset because honestly, this drone's super fun to fly, and I'm gonna say it was worth paying the extra $50 to get this a couple weeks early. And you know, I saw a lot of videos online saying like, oh, which controller's better? Which one is the best one that you're gonna have the most fun flying with? And honestly, I think it just depends. Both of these controllers are really good at certain things, at least coming from a beginner's perspective. What I found flying with both of these types of controllers is that the motion controller is really good at making smooth cinematic turns, while it's not very good at ascending and descending. But I found that the remote controller 2 is really good at the ascending and descending part, and maybe I just need a little bit more practice turning with the controller 2, but I found that turning and getting smooth cinematic turns took a lot more practice with the remote 2 than it did with the motion controller. I even let my friend Eric fly the first drone I think he's ever flown with the motion controller, and he did really well. That he was zipping around his house on the outside pretty good, and he said he really liked this one. And then on the second fly through that we took out, he tried the controller too, and he seemed to agree with my
Greetings.
Hello, Eric.
Yes.
Which remote control did you like flying with the best?
It was a limited time on both, but I feel like the one that kind of feels like a normal controller would be something like more intuitive. So I'd almost lean that way because I know you kind of get like, I guess, more options with it, I should say. But no, yeah, fuck it, that one.
Okay. I was like, I think Eric said he would like he liked the motion control. He felt it was a little bit more
the motion
intuitive.
control was the motion control I like too because it's really simple and easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like, it's really beginner friendly. Like, if I was gonna give this to like my grandpa or something, I feel like I'd rather have him use the motion controller than the PS2 controller.
Well, exactly. Because the PS2 one, I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, because you're able to do all kinds of shit with it. But like for just ease of use and stuff like that, I don't know. I mean, you know, when you were saying it's like a joystick, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you're like, oh, flight stick. I've played War
Yeah,
Thunder.
no, yeah, yeah, exactly. Plain stuff. I know how to do that stuffs.
Awesome. I'll see you then.
All right, see you then, good sir.
Goodbye, BB.
with my thesis that, you know, it takes a little bit of practice getting used to this one, while this one definitely felt like way more intuitive. But honestly, after you give each of these like 1 or 2 flights with the battery, you're gonna get a hold of it like pretty quickly. The only thing I found kind of weird about flying with the controller too was that I kind of wanted to hold it like a PS2 or an Xbox controller, and a couple times I was really tempted to like hit the like where the L1, L2 button would be, but in reality, if you're flying this and you're in a big open field or something, or like in the mountains, you don't really need the emergency stop or anything, so you can just focus on actually flying with just the sticks. I would say the only problems that I had with the goggles were we actually went across a river that we had to like traverse over to get to some abandoned buildings. And it was kind of cold, and the glasses actually started fogging up on the inside. It didn't make it impossible to see what I was doing, but it definitely made it a little bit harder, and I actually ended up hitting a really small branch because it was like right in the center of the goggles, right where they were fogging up the most. So I definitely think maybe bringing like a little defogger for these, if you're in a cold climate, will do you wonders. And I gotta say, the durability with the Avata is pretty remarkable. I crashed it twice in that abandoned building. First time it was because the goggles too lost connection, and it just like went completely blank. But before I crashed, I was like, I'm just holding it down, hopefully the motor stopped. But as you can see, yeah, I actually ended up crashing it pretty hard, but there wasn't really any damage to it, which is surprising because flying normal drones like the Phantom 4, you crash that thing, you know,
it's getting dinged around, it's getting messed up pretty badly. But with the Avata, there's only a couple scrapes and bruises on it, nothing like too bad, just like some dirt that was able to be like brushed off. Here's a couple clips of the damages that happened before and after the crash.
Propellers work. You got a little scuffed up, but
Battle wounds.
just a little dirt. How did dirt get in there?
Because it's hard.
Yeah, but it looks like it.
Because it goes hard in the paint. Let me see the lens. How's the lens? How does the lens look? Lens meet lens.
So all in all, this guy's a tough little guy. Like, I crashed it twice, once on normal mode and then once on sport mode, and it was perfectly fine. You know, people were crashing this thing and saying the battery was getting ejected, and I was like, I crashed it pretty hard. Like, how fast were those people going where the freaking battery got ejected? Like, the battery didn't get ejected at all when I crashed it, and I thought I was going pretty fast. So if you're crashing this and you're going like that max 50 miles an hour, the battery might get ejected, but I think I was maybe going like 30 to 40, somewhere in there, and the battery didn't get ejected, and I smacked it into the side of a pole like pretty hard. Yeah, but honestly, all in all, I think this is a great starter FPV drone. Whether, you know, this is your first drone that you're trying to purchase, or you're an experienced pilot, I think no matter what, you're really going to have fun with the DJI Avata. And this isn't sponsored or anything, I just want to make this video as a creative exercise and to review the Avata for you guys. And honestly, I don't even think the controller 2 is really necessary, especially when, you know, you're just trying to learn how to fly and you're not really trying to get into that manual mode to do all the flips and tricks. Because I've been spending a couple hours each day, maybe like 1-2 hours a day in the simulator trying to learn how to do manual mode, and honestly I'm finding it pretty challenging. Maybe I just need to put in more hours, so maybe that will be a future video in the future that I can do, trying to learn how to do manual. But honestly, just flying around in normal and sport mode is freaking fantastic. It's super fun. The friends that I've had that have flown it seem to just really enjoy flying it themselves, or just watching someone fly it is super enjoyable, especially when they're trying to like get close to a tree and you hear them like, ooh, oh man, almost like hit it, and you're like, oh, what's going on? Like, that was super close. Like, what happened? So all in all, I definitely recommend the DJI Avata with the motion controller or the controller 2. I think no matter what, you're gonna go out there, you're gonna have fun, especially if you're just trying to like fly around the house, fly around the backyard. Like, you're not really going to damage anything unless like you're trying to really damage something, and you're just going to go out and you're going to have a great time. And if you guys are interested in purchasing anything you've seen in this video, go ahead and look at the links in the description below. Those are affiliate links, so if you buy anything through those links, it really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it if you guys do end up buying anything. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, go ahead and drop them in the comment section down below, and I'll definitely answer any questions you guys might have. And if you guys made it this far in the video, I'd really appreciate it if you dropped a like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all of that jazz. Help push this video out to the YouTube algorithm, because our algorithm gods are what brings in new views. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a good one, and happy flying. Gotta get that thumbnail. See with without the glasses.